What's going on, people? This is your boy Michael O, your Chief Motivational Officer. Listen, I am excited to bring you a brand new podcast, Moving Mountains, hosted by myself. Find me on Spotify, find us on iTunes, find us on YouTube. Connect with us, Moving Mountains Podcast. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Moving Mountains with Michael O. I am your host. This is Wisdom Wednesdays. This is when I have a very special guest on the show. We dissect their lives, we open it up, we get all the tools and all the principles that have helped them achieve and attain whatever level of success that they have attained, and we go and apply it to our own lives. So the world is constantly changing. Innovation, you have to be innovating to be able to stay at the top of your game. And my guest today has done just that. From fashion designing, from fashion world to the world of music, to technology, to business, he has done just that. He has gone on and worked with some of the biggest fashion brands in the world, like Hugo Boss and Off-White. And I am super excited to bring on the show today, Bagdat.
Hi, thank
Russian
you so much
sensation.
for introducing me. Yes, basically my name is Bagdat Gurbavov, and I was born and raised in Turkmenistan. I'm turning 24 tomorrow, so I came on at the age of 23.
So by the time this is airing, it would already be your birthday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday! Listen,
Thank
hit him
you
up.
so much.
Go. We'll share his Instagram details on the show. Make sure you go and hit him up and wish him a happy birthday. I'm glad you came on the show because there's a bunch of things that I want to dissect and talk about.
Feel free.
Because I want to talk about obviously what you've done in terms of music, what you're doing in terms of fashion and technology and business. And as I mentioned to you earlier, for me, I find it fascinating because for a lot of people, you're a very creative person, you know, like myself. And for a lot of creatives, they are either creative or they're business minded, right?
Yes.
It's very rare that you find somebody who has both skills and are able to implement them effectively, which you have been able to do.
I do multitasking.
Where did that develop from?
Well, within our interview, I will tell you about my background, how I came up, from where and to what, and you will figure out. And I will tell you this within. Let's not be hurry up. The food has to be cooked in a passion way to make it perfect.
I like my dessert first, so let's go straight for it. What was it with your upbringing? What was it with that space of your life that helped you develop the tools and the skills that have gone on to make you who you are today?
See, I might look older than my age. The reason why is I had to grow up when I was young. I had to grow up faster. So basically where all it started from, so when I was 12 years old, my father, he has made for my sister a very big birthday where the DJ has come. And at that time in Turkmenistan, the DJs were not that much well known and advanced. So I was around, I don't remember how old I was, 14, 13 years old, like 12 years old, between that age. I saw how this guy is playing, and he was playing from the cassettes and CDs at that time. We ain't got no vinyls even, we ain't got no CDJ players, well, all this fancy stuff we have nowadays. And I told to the father, I said, Dad, I'm in love with what this guy does. No matter what it costs, involve me there at all costs. Yeah. I want to do what this guy does. Then after a couple of years, my father, of course, he hired him at the same time to teach me, to come to my home. So before I would go to school, because I was studying from 2 until 6 in the afternoon, we have got that system in school. Yeah. The guy was coming every day in the morning, every morning from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, he was giving me courses. So step by step, he taught me, and he's the main student of the DJ Tarkan, one very famous DJ in Turkey. So he started to teach me, and I learned very fast. So it turned out to the thing that at the age of 14 and a half, I started to play at the clubs in Turkmenistan. I was the youngest, and if you have a dream, you can do whatever you want. Dream does for you everything.
I fully agree.
So there was where I started, and then I was accepting even the weddings where the 2,000 people were there. And I was skinny, 14 years old guy, but very confident and very passionate about what I do. And I was really rocking it and rolling it. I started to produce my own music, and I've been told so many times, and I had a feeling that I've got a really great talent at that. And I was very confident. It wasn't just coming only from the compliments from my father or parents, or it was I was getting a big compliments and motivation from the big people who has got really some information about what is going on and about what I do, who was really appreciating it. So that has given me a really big push in that. So at the age of 17, when I have graduated a high school, I was sent by my father to London to study at the British University. I graduated 1 year, and I got a chance to play in London also there in a couple of clubs. So I was taking some gigs here too. Because to be honest, when I became 17, my father paid for 1 year of my college. It was undergraduation program in the London. Then I said, you know what? I think at the age of 18, it's time for me to handle my own self financial-wise from all the sides, because I was mentally thinking that this was the only way for any like teenager to advance, to achieve something in their life, is to take all the responsibility on himself.
Yeah.
So this was my decision, and I had big argument with my father because we are 5 kids in the family, and I'm the youngest one, and I was the one who. Honestly, I'm so sorry, my brothers and sisters, but you all know that, whoever who is watching me, I was the beloved, the most beloved son in the family. You know how it happens usually when there are lots of kids. You have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. I felt the same
jealousy with my younger brother.
Yeah. So I've got a bit of kind of jealousy, but now we are all fine with that. So yeah. But after I graduated the first undergraduation program in London, my sister at that time already was for 8 years in Dubai. I have a sibling sister. She was here for 8 years in Dubai. She was already married. She had the kids. She has husband and everything. There in London, in the Middlesex University, they offered me a student exchange program because I had a very good rates. They told me, listen, I've got this program for you where we can offer you to be transferred as a student on the program to Dubai because we have got the same campus in there. I called up my sister. I said, listen, this is 1, 2, 3 what happened. I've got this offer. What do you think about me coming to Dubai? How do you like it? Because I've been coming to Dubai, to be honest, as a tourist more than 10 times, but I never knew how is it to live here full year. So she basically said, you know what, I think you should accept it. You're going to fall in love with the city. And this is actually the city where you can achieve yourself more in all kind of spheres. And you have got this ability and this talent and communication skills with the people. And I think this is the right place for you to come and to live in here. And let's see how it goes. Anytime you can go back to London.
Absolutely.
I accepted immediately. I booked a ticket. After 2 weeks, I was already here. Then when I came here, and I took the responsibility after so many arguments with my dad to take all financial...
the burdens.
Yes. All the financial responsibilities on my side. I have realized that here you can't work at the club if you're not 21. That was actually very funny for me at the same time. I'm a very positive person and anything. I said, okay, I can't work here in the club. I can't even enter the club if I'm not 21. And I had to pay the first check for my university. Yeah. And it was month of June when we just submitted all the exams there. Yeah. I said, okay, there is deadline 2 months. First check was around like 16,000 dirhams, which is $5,000. For that time, it was quite a lot. And especially for the guy who ain't got no stable job, I started to look at the ads on Facebook for the promotion jobs. And at that time, I was doing competitions everywhere around the world for the men's physique. Top 3 in the UAE between not the teenagers, the youngs, a bit before
young
21.
Adults.
Yes, young adult, 21, yeah. So I said, okay, I have to apply here and there. And there was some very famous movie shoot going on at that time. That was my first job I got in Dubai. Sarkar 3. If Indians are watching us, they know Sarkar 3. It's the most famous brilliant movie in India. I've got that offer. They were paying for, as a feature role for the male, 2,500 dirhams for 4 hours. I have submitted my pictures, whatever I could have done from my phone, whatever professional, however I went to the beach, I submitted it. I received the call after 5 hours. I came there, I was happy, and I received my first cash. And I was so confused. Should I put it aside? Should I go buy some clothes? Should I buy a gift for my mother, which is with me? Except I put this money aside on the university.
Good.
So the main purpose, I put it on the side. I said, okay, I'll figure out. If it's that easy, if the next day I got this job, I think there's way more opportunities for me. Because, the main thing which is brought me to where I am, I believe, and I recommend to all the people, just don't ever stop believing in yourself. This what will make you really, I wouldn't say immortal. It can actually make you immortal.
Do you do motivational speaking?
I do so much.
I can tell.
Much. Motivational videos on Instagram. I have motivated the entire Russia. All Russia knows me as a motivational speaker.
I see.
I have been doing the gathering with the people of 600 people in one place, giving them motivational speech. Only on that.
I love it because I'm motivated. Like I'm
still the English is my second language, but when I do it in Russian way, trust me, I feel.
But you just did it non-stop for 15 minutes.
I can do it. I've been doing it for 3 hours. Non-stop.
You have a natural energy and a natural zest. Everything that you have about you is so fucking inspiring.
It's just the beginning.
I love it. I fucking love it.
It's just the beginning. I just started. So it's just a warm-up.
Yeah, well, shit, let's go.
I told you we start with cold starters. Now it's time for hot appetizers. All right, so...
I bloody love it, mate. Listen, this is one of the funnest guests I've had on the podcast ever. The energy is too much. I'm literally here buzzing. There's like 150 million questions that I want to follow up from what you've just given me. But I like the fact that you are going in a certain chronological order. So I'm going to stick with that chronological order. You've clearly had a go-getting attitude from before. You don't look like anything can bring you down.
Nothing.
I find that really interesting because one of the things that I like to give people, right, are the tools that will be able to. So for me, people come to me and they ask me, you know, how come you're always chirpy and so happy and so full of energy and da 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 da? And for me, I don't think it comes as naturally to me as it does to you. I've had to create a structure in my life where when I wake up, I give my attention to certain things to build up myself, fortify myself so that when I go out there, I have this energy and this motivation and this excitement and inspiration for life. Is yours innate? Do you do anything that gets you in that spirit or you just woke up like this?
When I wake up, first thing I do is I pray. I'm a Muslim. Then I have a cup of coffee. Yeah. I go take my shower and then I go to the gym. What really keeps me on, to be honest, is I believe in God and the gym, sports. Yeah. If I don't do gym in the morning, I don't feel human, honestly. So I think this is one of the things which make me feel happy. I take care of myself. I invest in myself. The first thing is you have to do is if you don't love yourself, nobody around will love you. Yeah, man. So you have to start with yourself. Then the rest will come to you magnetically because we are human beings. We are existing on this planet Earth. Even Sadhguru said, we are like magnet. Yes. It's all about how we recharge our magnet field. If you keep on recharging your magnet field, which is within us, you are capable on attract anything. I fully believe with your eyes, with your looks, with your manners, with the way you walk, with the way you dress, with anything. There are so many tricks, there are so many life hacks which you can use for your own benefits without hurting anyone, without just spreading love. If there is love, there is money, there is a success. If there is no love, there is no success, there is no money. Everything comes from love.
When I look at the way life presents itself, typically when you follow what you love, when you follow your passion, it tends to attract with it wealth and success, right? And that is some of the things that people ask me all the time. It's all like, you know, shall I chase money? Should I chase money, or shall I chase my passion, the thing that I love? You have lived your life chasing your passion, the things that you love, and you have been able to build this empire and financial profits and have come out of it. Was it ever a question for you? I mean, you shared the story and you went and did acting and you came to Dubai and you were struggling and you did all of those things. At any point, did you think of ever leaving the thing that you had come to love, your music and your creative expression, to ever go anywhere else?
That was what ruling me. All this time, I was very passionate about what I do. I never stopped playing. I never stopped practicing. I never stopped to research for the music. I never stopped going, trying to sneak in. I'm sorry, to some festivals around and to the clubs, because I always had this elder look, you know. So there was a moment when I was never even asked for the ID or anything around the world, in Ibiza, anywhere. I've been traveling after I have done few things, after I closed some deals even. So my next step was doing all these promotional jobs. After that photo shoot, I started to get 3-4 times weekly. So I managed to make per month 30 to 35 to 40,000 dirham, depends. So I easily closed the payment of my university within a couple of months for the entire half year, you know, for one semester actually. So the second thing is, then when I realized that I need something stable to come, because there was some seasons and some moments when there is no promotional jobs. Like, for example, when it hits May, June, July, August, there is nothing like that. You can't find anything because most of the people are traveling, the companies are getting closed and all of that. So I had a best friend Actually, he is still my best friend and the first friend in Dubai. His name is Juan Pablo. The guy is from Venezuela. I don't know how our mentality, the place where we come from is totally different. The guy is elder than me 1 year, but we were taking the same course at the university. He's financial and marketing, business strategy. We were both so motivated and we both had the same financial situation, but he had his entire family here and his father is working at the good place, but he decided also to start taking care of himself financial wise. We have decided, I said, listen, Juan, I think we should do one thing. We should apply. You know, I was going just to the malls to try to find a job. I was going to Mall of the Emirates with like 50 packs of CV. Going inside the stores like Zara, Brioni, Zili, asking from the salesmen, listen, I want to work here, how I can work here. He's like, no, you should talk to the manager. But you can never talk to the manager to get you in there. It has to go through the company. Just these guys, they never worked to have a competition or somebody to come in there. This I realized after I have spread 150 CVs, and one of the beautiful manager in Bershka store, Bershka, she told me, you have to go to Azadea Group to apply there. To send the CV, because this is the Azadeh Group is the holder of all these companies like Zara, Bershka, Pull&Bear, and etc. I said to my friend, listen, print your CV. We are gonna go to Azadeh Group to apply for our job, so we can have a part-time official job where we will get stable salary. We went with him. We applied. Next day, we received the call that we are being called for an interview. We had an interview with their HR. She accepted directly. She said, consider you are in. We want you in there. You guys look amazing. You are perfectly fit for our shop, for Massimo Dutti or Zara, which one you want. I said, listen, I think Zara would be more interesting because honestly, there was a lot of beautiful girls working there.
Of course.
And I'm a young guy, you know what, I'm 19 years old. I said, look, I told my friend, let's go, it's more fun there. We started to work there. This, like after, to be honest, we had a very strict manager from Lebanon. His name is Mohammed Rahal. As I remember now, maybe he will be watching now. He loves me so much. This guy was very strict with everyone, but I was big, you know.
Exactly.
I was very big, and we are wearing tight. We are wearing tight shirts, and I'm like puffed. He was respecting me not because he was afraid from me. He was respecting me for my honesty. Yeah. So he loved me so much. He let me work less than anyone. He let me take with him to go to have a lunch.
He was just scared to say no, man.
Well, I never insisted even. However, we worked there like for 6-7 months, and after 2 months, since we started, I was given a position. I was promoted to the position to become a fashion coordinator. So basically, when you arrive at stock, you have to select the clothes to match and to put them on the mannequin and let the workers to put on the mannequin. This is the only job you have to do, easy. Once a week, twice a week, the new arrivals come in, and then we'll show you when you walk in the store, you see these mannequins fit perfectly nice. So this is the designer job for the people, this kind of things what I was doing there. I worked there for 6 months, and I've got offered to work at the Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and to be the main coordinator of all those big shops like Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, Louis Vuitton in Dubai Mall. Of course, I accepted it. And they had a very good proposal for the salary. I went, and this is how I started. I built my name in this fashion brand. I have met Versace herself and some other big people, Philip Plain. I know Alec Monopoly. I have got, even now we are, Alec Monopoly, he became a DJ recently. We started to play back-to-back with him as well. He's a very close friend of me. You know Alec Monopoly, right?
Of course.
He has his brand. He's a close friend of Philip Plain.
Incredible stuff.
So, yeah.
And from that, I suppose that's where your journey in fashion began and all of that good stuff. And now you've got your own fashion labels that you're looking to bring out. Yeah. And I read somewhere, I think it was Medium magazine or something, and they said they had quoted an interview that they had done with you where you said you are combining fashion and technology.
Yes.
That's very interesting. Tell me about that.
This is the most big importance at the fashion to involve the technology in there, because this is what makes fashion. Tell
you how you mean. I mean, I already feel like technology is obviously it's involved in e-commerce. It's involved in, obviously now we're able to get the fashion labels all around the world. What more do you intend to propose within the fashion industry that you feel technology could take it to the next level?
See, it's all about the database of your clients, where it comes from. If you open any brand or if you are a fashion designer and you want for your brand to become successful and you are on the budget, but you are investing, it takes a lot of investment actually to build up your brand. So for anybody who is looking forward to build up their own brand, I would recommend to start building it up with the good social media. So what I've been doing is I've had an opportunity and investments from the few people who has supported my idea on creating such projects as online projects on the Instagram. So you choose a person, a face of the project. Let's say it would be a gorgeous woman at the age of 22 years old. You build for her the entire portfolio, let's say on the Instagram. You can buy for her advertisement from already people who are famous in this industry. I have outsources for all of them. You make her famous. You bring her up to 1.5 million followers on her Instagram. Her views would be, let's say, 200,000 per story. And you make her work and sign contract with your brand, which is going to be on the market everywhere. So people who are going to be following her, for sure they will be asked, what is she wearing? But you have to be also very specific about what you do. If you will not be very specific about your brand, and if you will not bring in something new into the market, the chances are 50-50 that is going to work. So you have to first work on the things you are going to present and you're going to sell. Then you have to come up with the strategy. See, back in the days, it was so hard for any brand to get promoted. They were doing some model shows and all of that, spending bunch of money on the places where it has to be, inviting people, sending invitations. Nowadays, it's 21st century. If you know how to run social media, you can become anything you want and anyone you want. When you create someone from zero, you are giving opportunity to that person as well, because you are picking up and making this person from zero. This person gets verification, blue badge on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, whatever you want is all to be honest, in my hand nowadays. I do that because I know the right way how to do it. The media and everything, then you present the person and she becomes the face of the brand. Like right now, Zilli, Brioni, they have got face of their projects and they are not changing their faces for so many years. Right. Now the Dior has a signed contract with the Johnny Depp, which has made their contract more well. So I'm not talking, this is extremely high level. Yes. I'm talking about something particular, familiar with that, which is, you might understand.
Same model.
Same model, but is another level. Yes. I'm talking about, this is beginning, but Dior is, of course, is a brand which is up in the sky.
Exciting. And lastly, I also, obviously we talked about it before you came on the show. Of course, you have expanded your business interest beyond music, beyond fashion, now onto betting. So you clearly have a knack for business. Yes. Is that something that comes naturally to you? How did you get into the betting side?
I had a mentor.
Yes.
I had one
very
mentor.
Important.
I had one mentor.
Very important.
The mentor, he was from Dagestan. He's a guy who is elder than me, who has arrived to Dubai, and I met him accidentally. This was all before this. I started the brand labels, and while I was working for Versace and all of that, this happened in that moment. I was playing at one club. I got opportunity at the age of 20 and a half to get into a club here, and there was a good club there, and I was playing there. I saw the guy is famous on Instagram, and I was following him, watching his the videos and pranks and all of that. I saw his story on the Instagram that he's in Dubai, and I just dropped him. He had at that time 3.7 million, the guy. It was 6 years ago. I texted him, and it was 4 years ago exactly. Yeah, I dropped him a message. I said, listen, like, there's a club here and the restaurant lounge. I would like to invite you. Take along your friends and come. I was shocked when he responded to me after 3 minutes. I was having at that time 2,000 followers on my Instagram or something, maybe more than less. He said, yes, sure. We are actually looking with my friend where to step out. And I told him, listen, I've got this place. Just come, I'll take care of you. Immediately, same moment, I called the owner. I said, listen, I've got some famous stars who is coming. We need to give him FOC table. We have to take care of them. And the guys, they will not forget that, believe me. And of course, as a DJ, I have the opportunity to do that. So I've invited them. They came. We made them extremely happy. I took them out to the club. So the guys, they didn't expect that this kick might out from the stranger who just text on Instagram, they were actually thinking that I am planning to have some benefit out of them. But honestly, the only thing which was in my mind is just to meet him, shake his hand, and to say, listen, I love your videos. But I didn't want to look cheap at that time. I had to do something. In order to get something, I have to give something.
Absolutely.
But in my plan, there was even nothing to get from them, just only to shake hand.
It's just networking, man.
Yeah, so they loved me so much. Next day, they invited me to their place where they were staying at 5 Palm. We were we felt like we can become a very good friends. After a year, he dropped me a message on the Instagram. He's like, listen, I've got this project. I'm building the platform and I need help. I need somebody to take the project over and to run it because I think you are kind of a guy which is perfectly suitable. I said, okay, definitely. I asked him about how much I'm going to make a month. He gave me a number which brought my eyes out. I said, I'm in. I said, what do I get first? He said, even if you don't get nothing, you will become famous and you will become verified on Instagram and you will have at least 2 million followers. I said, okay, so you need anything from me? I said, nothing. Just I trust you, I believe you, and I believe that you will make it happen. Now, 2022, this platform is the biggest betting platform in Russia. It's #1.
Nice.
Top 3.
Nice.
It's coming from
very
1,
nice.
2, 3, 3 to 1.
I love it.
So yeah, and I have managed to come up with an idea to involve. So while we are having, I'll give you an example. While you are having a physical casino, if you are comparing this physical casino to online casino or betting website, whatever, there is 2 ways. For this physical casino, you have to involve people through, advertising it through the radio shows, banners, through the clients to the clients. So it's way much more difficult. This kind of advertisement is going to cost you way too much than it's online. While you are having online casino, I came up basically with a strategy to create the projects again, as I told you earlier about the fashion. So this idea came from that, from that place.
Okay.
To invest into the people, to make them famous, to make them play on that online casino, to teach them how to actually you can make money out of it through the betting, because there is some specific strategy where to take, how to watch the games on the football, on the tennis, whatever, so not get deep into much it, because sometimes people get so excited and they end up losing everything what they have earned. So I've been giving courses to these guys for half year and teaching them on how to do the right betting. Then I was making them famous, to show it to the audience and to help to people. So for now, on our we have done counting recently. Russia is very huge.
Yes,
we have over past 3-4 years we have helped more than 640 million people all around the world making money. I've got some special VIP clients who has built for them 3 to 4 houses in Kazakhstan. I've got people who have built buildings and opened construction company in Ukraine.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I've got this kind of client database and they are very thankful until now. Any place of the world I go, these people, they don't let me step out of the plane without getting Rolls Royce in there and their security guards. I say, I don't need nothing. Just like I have done some good things for the people through the betting.
It looks, when I look at your Instagram, you very much look like you're living the life.
See, the difference is that most of the people, there is always karma. And for most of the people, the priority is to get in the people and then to do for them whatever they want and make them lose the money. No, we have never done that. The thing is that our clients is from top investors who is playing with $1 million in there up to people who start with $500. So we have that balance.
Yeah.
We are not
it's only a wide scope.
Yes. So this always at the end of the day, when you have the wide range of the people, of course, somebody will get benefit, somebody will not get benefit. But we have being in the courses.
It's betting, it's gambling.
Yes, it's betting, it's gambling. You can't count this as an investment.
Yes,
it's a betting. People do it for fun. Some people do it for. But we always tell people. Used to tell people also that they have to stop at some specific moment. This is also mentioned in the courses. And now all these people, like 90% who have started, they stayed with us until now. We can track the system, who is playing and who is not. All their deposits are there.
Exciting. Yeah. Very interesting stuff. Listen, man, I could talk to you all day. Literally. We could we could talk for a week. How can the listeners and the viewers keep in touch with you? I know that you've got your mixes on YouTube. I know that you've got a huge following on Instagram. Share with the people where they can find you and connect with you.
Definitely on the Instagram. I'm very talkative and I'm very flexible with my audience, and I'm trying to respond on almost every single message which I'm getting on my direct message. Even though I have daily I receive thousands of messages, but I have 2 days per week where I stay in my home. I open my laptop, I open my phone, and I have my manager and assistant. Of course, I'm not only one who is on my page. I've got 3 managers who is there, who is helping me to keep in touch with my people, because it's very important to stay in touch with everyone, no matter what, whether it's DJ-wise, betting-wise, or tech fashion industry, whatever. I'm staying in touch. So the easiest way is to contact me through the Instagram, which is just BRADG, just Brad J. Just Brad J. So this is the way how you can stay in touch with me. And also there is an option to drop me an email. As all my emails are there to contact, and my WhatsApp number as well, my business WhatsApp number.
Fantastic.
So there are so many ways to reach me out. I'm not hiding from anyone.
Fantastic. Listen, this was very insightful.
Flexible.
This was in depth. I appreciate you for coming on here and sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much.
Your energy is incredible, and I'm gonna finish now and go to the gym because I'm trying to look like this man right here. Listen, guys, you've been listening to Moving Mountains with Michael O. See you same time next week.
See you.
All new episodes drops every Monday and Wednesday, available on all platforms.